Frank was supposed to be just a country doctor. At least that's what everyone in Toxra believed. But from the moment he stepped into the Holt Hotel asking for a simple pendant, trouble followed him everywhere. Gabby Holt immediately labeled him a pervert. The elite families laughed at him. Even the famous miracle healer, Dr. Bob Wood, dismissed him as arrogant when Frank declared that the old patriarch Wayne Holt wasn't just sick, he was dying. And Frank wasn't exaggerating. While Dr. Wood confidently diagnosed excess internal heat, Frank calmly listed the real symptoms: organ failure, reversed blood flow, damaged heart meridians, years of suppressed nightmares. Within minutes, he proved everyone wrong. One set of divine needles later, Wayne Holt stood up from his wheelchair. Cured. That was the first shock. The second? Dr. Wood kneeling. The top healer of Toxra bowed in front of Frank and called him mentor, because Frank wasn't just a doctor. He was a cultivator trained in the mysterious Yidor Technique, searching for 3 magical treasures to break through to the 7th tier, a realm his mentors demanded he reach before revealing the truth about his destiny. And one of those treasures was Gabby's pendant. But just as Frank began collecting the treasures, the Lowe family stepped in. Years ago, the Todds had promised their granddaughter to Frank's senior sister after she saved their patriarch's life. But when Frank came down the mountain, they tore up the engagement and crushed a rare immortal cucumber his mentor had grown. Now the Todd patriarch was dying, and suddenly they needed Frank again. Frank offered a simple condition: hand over all family assets, apologize publicly, and leave Toxra forever. Their pride refused, so he walked away. Meanwhile, the Lowe family, led by the ruthless Megan Lowe, saw Frank as a threat. They sent assassins after Wendy Lane. They schemed. They manipulated. They even tried using Frost Citadel's intelligence network against him, not realizing Frank himself was the true leader of Frost Citadel. That revelation shattered Megan's confidence, and when she attempted betrayal during a fake ransom exchange, Frank ended it permanently. With her death, the conflict escalated. Her brother Quentin Lowe returned, Deputy Head of the Celestial Division, a cultivator who had spent decades reaching the 6th tier of Yidor Technique. At the Toxra Business Association banquet, tensions exploded. The Lowe family attempted to intimidate every major family into submission, boasting about Celestial Division backing. But one by one, alliances shifted. Frost Citadel cut off all intelligence support to the Lowes. Harsha Hall refused medical service. The Holt and Lane families openly stood behind Frank. Then Quentin arrived, and the power gap became obvious. He crushed opponents effortlessly. Even Chloe of Harsha Hall and Xena of Frost Citadel couldn't withstand his strength. He unleashed a dark, corrupted Yidor technique fueled by ambition rather than righteousness. He believed Frank had only reached the 6th tier. He was wrong. Frank had already broken through to the 7th tier. The energy shift stunned everyone. The once underestimated Bumpkin stood calmly as Quentin's attacks shattered against him. Then Frank revealed his Celestial Division pass. Not as Deputy Head, but as Commissioner, appointed directly by the Division Lord. Moments later, the Division Lord herself arrived, Frank's mentor. Quentin had abused his authority, slaughtered innocents, protected his corrupt family. For that, he was stripped of power and expelled from Celestial Division. The Lowe and Todd families lost everything in a single day. And just when it seemed like the story was over, Frank's mentors revealed the truth. The 7th tier wasn't meant to conquer Toxra, it was preparation. Beyond this world lies the Corlin realm, a greater battlefield, a higher dimension of cultivators. That was Frank's true mission. The treasure hunt, the betrayal, the Celestial Division conflict. All of it was only a test. And when asked which of the 4 powerful women beside him he would marry, Frank casually asked if he could marry them all, proving that even after reaching unimaginable power, he was still the same shameless mountain disciple at heart. But marriage would have to wait. Because the real war was just beginning,